Hello there, my beautiful Aries signs. It's Rachael with Dark Knight Coaching. Today's video is all about you, Aries, wherever that falls in your chart. We all have every part of the zodiac in our chart placement. But if you have a sun, moon, rising sign, this video is specifically for you. However, cross watchers are welcome. So I'm happy to have you here. Thanks for being here. You have some crazy, crazy energy happening at this moment. I do feel like the lunar cycles are definitely impacting your vibe at this time. We just went through a full moon in Capricorn on the 21st, and we just had another full moon in Capricorn on the 21st of June, and now there's one in July, and then there's also a new moon in Leo. I have a whole list of all the moons. New moon in Leo on August the 4th. So that's going to definitely be impacting your sign, because at this time, Spirit is highly advising you to take action, to move forward, to take the leap, and to put the work in. You have a lot of synchronicities here with everything I pulled. So before I get on the video and start recording and stuff, I meditate on your energy, Aries. So I usually put on some music, and then I start shuffling the cards, and then I kind of let the energy of the collective sign flow. So that's what happened today, and you have a lot of stuff going on, good stuff, but it's just a heavy energy. So I feel like you have a lot on your plate that you're juggling and balancing right now, because the first card I had for you was the Two of Pentacles, which is all about balance, finding harmony. This can be, when it comes to work-life balance, this could be spiritual balance with 5D basically in the 3D world as well. So it's finding the harmony there. And it's reconfirmed by your present energy, which is temperance. Temperance is tied to Sagittarius, but this is also Archangel Michael. It's about finding peace and harmony, and literally finding temperance, which is balance as well. So you have two cards that's all about balance and harmony. And I do feel like you're finding that middle ground between living in spirituality and living in reality, being a dreamer and being, ambitious and realistic as well. Excuse me. And then I just saw 222 on the clock as well. So that might be a significant number for you, or just a synchronicity of divine alignment. So you have the Knight of Swords here in your future. This is all about a moving forward energy. This is, swords are tied to air. This is mental stimulation, mental action, those sorts of things. And you have another action card energy as well. The glare is there. This is from my Moon Wisdom Oracle deck, and these are just randomly pulled cards. I mean, every card is, I don't want to say random, because nothing's really random, you know what I mean? But these are just cards that I pull when I meditate, and this is your energy, new moon in Aries. So it's Aries, it's the ram, the lamb. It's time to take action, and that's exactly what Spirit wants you to do here with the tarot confirming that. So whatever it is that you've been maybe holding yourself back on, whatever you've been trapped in your thoughts about, whatever you have been losing sleep over, Spirit really wants you to move forward and get out of this trapped mindset, because this is your subconscious energy, the Knight of Swords. And this is all about insomnia, things keeping you awake at night. It could be tied to regret or remorse or fear or anxiety. So regret and remorse is just fear of the past, and anxiety and those sorts of feelings are just fears of the future. So it's Spirit saying, get out of your head here a bit and try to find the balance between the middle ground, basically, between the past and the future. So if you're looking too far ahead, you're going to create anxiety. If you're looking too far back, you're going to create regret and remorse. You need to be in the here and the now. It's like towing and walking the fine line. And from my other deck, you have the horse, which confirms that as well. So the horse is also about, it's a symbol to me of hard work. This one says, find the balance between instinctive and the tamed part of your personality. So again, that's another card of finding the balance, finding the harmony within yourself. And I do feel like a lot of this isn't so much external as it is internal, because of the temperance here. He has 2 cups. The cups are emotions. That's what you're trying to find harmony in currently. And then with the swords, again, that's air energy, which is all about the mind. Your mindset is very important and pivotal at this time. The Power of Love card I pulled for you was empathy, which I find interesting, because I I think you are personally very empathetic, Aries, but I think maybe your empathy, maybe you lost the empathy for yourself. So this card says you feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love, but just make sure that you're doing this. Gosh, that glare is terrible. Sorry, the sun's very bright. There we go. Make sure you're doing this for yourself. That's key at this time, because you're looking for that emotional balance and harmony. But I think you're also maybe forgetting about your own cup. So make sure you're pouring into your own cup first, your cup of love, your cup of emotion. And then the Wisdom Oracle card I have for you is Yin. And this is all about your feminine side. This is, we all have masculine and feminine energy. It is the yin and the yang of what we are. It's the duality of this reality is kind of how I think of it. And once you can balance your yin and your yang, that's when you become this earth angel. When you find the harmony and the peace between the two, and you can walk the line of the yin and the yang, that is the cohesive world of three, essentially. So the yin and the yang is two parts, but when you put them together, it makes one whole, which is the third. And that's kind of the trinity of the key of becoming an earth angel and sharing your life's work, sharing your life's purpose, and things of that nature. So I do feel like you're trying to find that fine balance, and it is stimulating some sort of creative, passionate idea for you, perhaps, or some sort of new lifestyle change that you're implementing, or you're just breaking out of old thought patterns and belief systems and values. Like, you're breaking away with the old and you're making room for the new, which is what the age of Aquarius is all about. It's getting out of an old school mindset that was traditional values, and making space for this new reality as we shift into the 5D. So the third eye intuition card I pulled for you, it says act. Is there something you want to do, but you're holding yourself back? Think clearly, carefully, and go with your gut, and have a backup plan just in case. So maybe that's why you've been feeling like wishy-washy, like you're not sure what you're going to do, and then you need to have a plan A, B, and C. I'm a very type A person, so I totally get it. I usually get along with Aries signs very well because we usually come from the same mindset, although I like to think that Aries are a little bit more emotional than Sagittarius, just from my own experience. But I do feel like Spirit is saying, like, you have the gut instinct, you have the capacity within to know what to do and to save yourself if you do need a backup plan. You're smart enough, you're wise enough, you are willing to put in the work. And, you're like this ram and you're this horse. Like, you're a work animal. Like, I know you're not an animal watching this. Maybe you are. I don't know. I guess it depends on whatever you want to identify as. So, who am I to say? But your next card that I have is sorry, I'm laughing at myself. The next card I have for you is the shapeshifter, which I guess is synchronistic to identifying as whatever you'd like. To me, the shapeshifter card is really your ability to adapt. This is the chameleon thing. I don't read a lot of these cards as the books have them. I'm an intuitive reader, so I kind of just flow with the energy. And what I have here is I have a lot of animals. I'm not gonna lie. There's a guy on a horse, there's the ram, there's another horse, and I have a wolf for you. So shapeshifter is about using those animal instincts, those primal instincts, and adapting to your current circumstances, to your current certain situations. I'm trying to see what's even on this card, but I can't even tell what those things are. It looks like gems and a person's face and an eyeball. So maybe that's the metamorphosis of shape-shifting. It's not really discerning. It kind of looks like one of those stereograms, from like the 80s or the 90s. I'm telling you my age here, but it looks like a stereogram to me. Like, I can't really tell what it is. And maybe that's how you feel like life is right now. Like, it's a stereogram and you're staring at it and you're like, what is this stuff happening? I can't tell. But Spirit is saying, like, be the shapeshifter, adapt yourself to the circumstances, put in the elbow grease, put in the work, and let your instincts guide you, because that's literally the card that came out. So that's the wolf. Maybe you feel like you're a lone wolf. Maybe you've been a lone wolf for a long time. Usually if you're on a spiritual mission, you're going to be pretty lonely, because it gets lonely at the top. That's just, not a lot of people can match your energy or match your vibration, and they may not always have the same intentions. And when people are leading from their lower chakras, when they're living in this like red, orange, and yellow energy, which is basically those primal fight or flight mechanism modes that some of us have maybe been stuck in since childhood due to traumas. Sometimes when people grow and elevate, they can't move past that cycle, that loop. It's basically like a karma thing, and they can choose to elevate and move forward, or they can choose to stay the same. And I feel like maybe you've been feeling like you're this lone wolf, Aries, and no one understands you, but there are people out there that do understand you. And I do see that possibly someone's coming in here. This is a soulmate. Maybe this is somebody that's already in your life, but it's going to be a friendship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It just could be like somebody who really gets you. And those people are really like few and far between, and you don't find them very often. And the red on this card, of the soulmate card, is symbolic of the root chakra, which is your base chakra, which is all about your stability, your grounding, your family, your friendships, those sorts of basic kind of needs. And then the instinct card, the gray on the outside, is symbolic of your crown chakra, which is your connection to spirit. That's your connection to your higher self. That's your connection to the divine. And I do feel like you are, you're really connecting to your higher self on a higher level, because you're trying to find peace and harmony and doing like the balancing work here of this yin and yang. Specifically, you're working on your yin, which is also tied to your mother wounds. So if you've been doing a lot of shadow work or a lot of trauma healing, and you've been really recognizing old patterns and old habits, it's showing up here. It's showing up here in a major way. Now, I don't know if did I do the power of love card? Yeah, I did. It was empathy. So yeah, just make sure you're empathetic to yourself, because I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit here, Aries, because anytime you do shadow work, anytime you do this inner healing work, it's a dive into the abyss. It's a dive into the darkness. And to come back out of it, you have to choose love, and you have to choose light, and you have to have empathy for yourself, because if you don't have empathy for yourself, no one else is really going to. And I do feel like your instincts are guiding you at this time. Your guides are guiding you to a very positive place. And if you've been having ear tingles or ear ringing, I feel like this is a confirmation, like your guides are trying to speak to you. They're trying to connect to you. So if you have a thought and you're thinking something, and then like all of a sudden your ear starts itching or ringing, I just view that as like a confirmation that you're on the right path, and that, you know, you are being divinely guided, and good things are coming your way because you're doing the work and you're adapting here, Aries. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully this video helped. If it did, please hit the like button and subscribe. It helps my channel grow, and I greatly appreciate it. If you're interested in a one-on-one coaching session with me, please feel free to reach out and DM me or find my website or whatever. And I can get you scheduled for a tarot reading or just a lifestyle coaching session. I do lifestyle, dating, business, you name it. I can help you through a lot of different tools of divination, essentially. So that's what I have for Aries. I hope you have a great month, and I will see you next time.